Hello. We're going to the 4th fight of the Eden Raid series. The 4th fight of the 1st tier also. Typically the 4th fight of every tier is going to be a bit more difficult. This one is like that. Eden's Gate Sepulture. I have 3 videos of footage for this, so we can see many different angles. You know, we're in for some serious business when I got all sorts of footage. Okay, so first off, we've got a big stage here with these columns, and there's rows here, okay? So you'll have to pay attention to those throughout the fight. This is the boss. You can fall off the stage. Okay, that's all the main stuff, right? I'm gonna go in and turn the boss, per usual. Let's take a look at the bosses, just because this will be important later. Okay, this is the boss's head, okay? This is the boss's arms. We got some arms here. And, you know, sure, this is like the torso, and then we got a leg here, and then we got a leg here. Okay. I know, this might be silly, but it's important. We've got this, like, back thing over here. It kind of looks like a wheel, doesn't it? Okay. That will be important for later. Okay? So just remember that. Okay, Voice of the Land. This is going to be a raid-wide. Okay, this thing, this is an AoE that is a square. Usually they're circles, but here we're looking at squares. Okay, it has these arrows pointing outwards, which means the AoE is going to spread outwards. And so it's going to go here, and then it's going to go here, and then it's going to go out here. Okay, so 1, 2, yeah, like that. So let's take a look at that. Okay, see, it's spread out to the outer layer, and then it spreads out again. Okay, and then it hits, and then it hits. So that's this mechanic. That's what this one's called, Evil Earth. Okay, so when this is done casting, that's when, like, this one goes off. But it's telegraphing the order that it goes off here. And then the third one. So, what you can do is go wait in one spot, and then once it hits, you go into the safe spot, right? So I went off to the side. So I wait here along this line for the second one to hit. And then I went back to the boss. You can also do what this person did, which is you stay here. And it's kind of hard to see. You stay in the second one, wait for the first one to go off, and then you go into the first square that blew up. See, at this point, this one just blew up, and so you can just walk into this one instead of going all the way out here. But if you're not confident that you can make it in time or whatever, then like go to the further one out and then walk in. That's what most of these people in the back did. Okay. Okay. Weight of the Land, we've got different square AoEs, you know, so pick a safe square to stand in. Stone Crusher is gonna be a tank buster. It seems chill and like no big deal right now, right? Yeah, you know, it's no big deal. So you get a vulnerability up here. Typically, if this was like minimum eye level and stuff like that, you might want to do a tank swap, just because for this tank buster you get this physical vulnerability. We're look at this, we're like in the crags, with the earth, you know, like everything's a physical damage thing, and so it can kind of take a lot out of the main tank, and so you might want to do a tank swap. But this is a normal run of this fight, and also it's an older fight, and so people's gear is pretty good. So you don't need to do a tank swap necessarily, but if you're kind of dying, then sure, do a tank swap. Okay, crumbling down. This one is gonna have 2 proximity markers, right? And whenever we see 2 proximity markers like that, we want to go to the edges of them so you don't take as much damage. So like here and over there. Alright, now 2 rocks fell down where those proximity marker things were. Wait a moment and figure out which one's glowing, and then go to the other one. The glowing one's gonna explode, and so we need to hide behind this rock because of this move. Seismic wave. If you're not hiding behind the thing, you take damage and you get a bonus up. It seems super chill right now, right? Okay. The anxiety is building. So this move, Geo Crush, is going to do a knockback. You can see the thing here. You can use your knockback immunity for this, or if you don't have it up, then you want to figure out where the epicenter. You gotta figure out where the center of the knockback is, and it's coming from this square, it seems like. And so I'm gonna position myself around here, so that when I get knocked, this is as close as I want to be, so that I not get knocked back still like on the stage. If you go like over here, there's probably not enough space. If you go like here, you're probably gonna get knocked off the stage. So I usually try to stand like right in front of it, and a little bit angled off. So I go in a diagonal. Or like I said, you can use your knockback prevention immunity thing. I've got arm's length. Okay. Okay. So this is why I was drawing the picture earlier. After this knockback thing. This transformation, right? See in the back, there's like these things, wheels. Okay. The shoulder wheels go out. This is the hand. And now the wheels are on the hands, okay? There's wheels on the hands. And so what this means is there's 2 big things on the sides, which means this is gonna get cleaved and this is gonna get cleaved. And so you wanna stand in the middle. Massive landslide. Here we go. See? It rushes down this thing. We're safe in the middle, however, now this is glowing, and so you gotta like get out of there. Okay, so immediately get out because it blows up. Okay, and then it transforms back. Dude, it's like no big deal. What am I talking about? I shouldn't have gotten all 3 things of footage, you know what I'm saying? Stone Crusher, the Tank Buster. Bomb boulders. Okay, we got these little rocks all around. There's another one over here. And this cobalt bomb. The boss is gonna tether to one of the rocks. You want to get away from that one because that one's gonna get bigger. And these bombs will basically, you know, explode. So, okay, see, this one's huge now. And then there's these small ones. And so you want to stand like here's a good spot because these are gonna be circle AoEs. So you can go here, or like you can go like back here between these 2. You don't really want to go over here though because of the really big one over there. And so yeah, I usually will figure out where the big rock is and then just pick a corner. You know, pick one of these 2 corners away from it. Okay. we're getting all the theory out, and we'll watch the other ones just to see things in action for real. Okay, so if you get hit with one of the bombs, you take a decent chunk of damage, and then you get a bone stack. See how wide this is? Like, I kind of wonder if you can just stand in this tiny little corner, but that's like, you know, you can fall off the stage. And so I think here you have a bit more wiggle room. You could try to stand like directly in the middle, but there's a chance you could, you know, take some damage from all that stuff over there. So, oh wait, nah, yeah, it actually does go further. I saw it. Hang on. Yeah, it actually does cover the entire thing. So the center is not a good spot, okay? Here, see how big this one is? That's from the bigger bomb over here. So this is not a good spot. This is definitely not a good spot, but this spot over here, and then this spot is good. Here and over here. Okay, let's move on. So yeah, at this point, I think what might be confusing is how, like, you know, here we want to stand behind this one, and you know, well, definitely if stuff's glowing, a rock is glowing, it's gonna explode, so you don't want to stand there. But here we want to stay near the rock. And then, like, I think what confuses people is at this mechanic, it's like, oh, you don't want to be near the rock at all, you want to be between them. So that's something that you gotta just get used to after you run the fight a few times. Okay, Voice of the Lamb's a raid wipe. But for show, if the rock is like glowing, you don't want to be near it. Okay, so this is the area that the knockback's going, starting at. Like, the boss is gonna like jump over there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna head towards that area to ride the knockback, and I'm gonna try to go diagonal. There's more space to go diagonal. Okay, real good. Or you can use your knockback prevention like this person did. Okay, the transformation. Look, he's got legs, and then there's no more back thing. So here's a wheel, here's a wheel, the other wheel's over there. Okay, these 4 wheels. So he is in car form now. Okay, look at his little car. He's got a little car. Yeah. The car has a face too, and then he's like up here, and then he's like, yeah, I got this car. You know, you'll swag. Okay. This is kind of silly, right? But I'm taking time here so you remember this. This is the car form, okay? This is important. It's important to know the difference between the car form and the standing with the big arms form, okay? He's standing, you see his feet here, okay? Dude. And the 2 arms. The 2 arms is the one that cleaves on the side, and you stand in the middle. The car, when he's in car form, you do not want to be in front of him, because he's going to do this fault zone thing, and it's going to rush everything in front. And so you want to stand on the side. You want to stand along the edge though, because of this knockback. Okay, this knockback goes out, and then these other column things start exploding. Okay. Just watch that again. So here we ride the knockback, and then you go towards him. He's gonna transform. Okay, this one's the car version. We stand along the line because there's going to be a knockback. I was standing right up against the line, and I got, you know, tossed pretty close to the edge here. So you want to stand along the line. If you are in front of the car, you know, usually it's dangerous to get hit by cars. Yeah, you might die. This person already had low health and a bone stack, so that's probably why they died. Okay, but after the car zooms across, see these things start exploding, right? And so you want to wait for that to explode before you go in. And then you definitely want to like get out of the way once this one's about to explode. Okay, I did my rush in. Mostly because I'm main tank and I want to maintain the position of the boss. Okay. We're going to see those things multiple times, so I won't like harp on it too much. But yeah, let's move on. Earth and Fury is going to be a huge raid vibe. Okay. Oh, we get a dot called Filthy. Okay. Yeah, so we take a raid bite and everyone gets a dot. And so, healer check here. Stone Crusher's the tank buster. Bomb boulders. Okay, so they're bombs, okay? So these are gonna explode. So we got this one, this row that went first, and then this one's second. And then he's also tethering to this one, so that one's gonna like grow bigger. And then this is the third one. You know the original Titan fight? The naval? We did that way back in A Realm Reborn. This is kind of similar, where, you know, one set goes off, and then the second set goes off, and then the third set goes off. And so you want to figure out which one's the first one. So hopefully you're paying attention. If you don't know what the first one is, at least figure out the second or third one. Okay, so I'm at the second one, so I'm like, I'm just gonna wait here and wait for some of them to like blow up. And even if you didn't catch it, you can see the animation shift, right? So these are glowing now, and so that means this is the first one, or it's about to blow up. And so I'm like, okay, so these are clear. So some people went all the way over across to the third set, which you can do, but I think if you're not as confident, then you might run into this as all of this is about to explode. So, you know, be mindful of that. I, as main tank, will usually try to just stay wherever the boss is. But yeah, so this is all glowing and it's gonna blow up. So I'm gonna wait for it to finish blowing up, and then I'm gonna walk into that area, the new safe area. See, walking in. Yep. Okay, and then the third one blows up. And then while that's happening, while these bomb things are like resolving, we've got that weight of the land thing. And so some of the squares are going to be glowing, and you want to stand in a safe square. It's a lot of movement here. Okay. Voice of the Land's going to be a raid wide. Crumbling down is the proximity marker things. Okay, so we're gonna stand here or in there. Oh, and then we've got the evil earthing. So we got the mechanics overlapping now. So avoid the proximity markers. Be aware that this thing is expanding. And as it was expanding, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go stand right here instead of being here, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to run across immediately. And so I decide to stay here on this side of it. And then I'm going to wait until the second one blows up and then walk into it. Okay, so now this stuff is resolving. Like, it's radiating out, it's resolving. And then I'm like, okay, we got this big rock here, so the other rock is the one we need to go to. And so, want to go over there. I was a little slow. And then the seismic wave thingy goes off, and so it explodes. Okay, I also got tank privilege, and so, you know. But yeah, at this point, this is when you want to like run to the back there. Seismic wave is the one where this, if you're not behind the rock, you take damage, and then you get a bonus stack, get hit with that. Yeah, it's a bit more detrimental for other people, but as main tank, I was able to be okay. Stone Crusher is the tank buster. Okay, Geo Crush. Find where the center is and try to angle yourself to a diagonal. This is actually a pretty good fight. You know, like we're doing pretty well considering all this stuff. So this is the arms. So that means the arms outside are going up. We want to stand in the middle. Okay, so these people are out here. They ended up taking a hit from that. And, oh, it looks like they got knocked back too. Okay. Like, AE. So, like, they had a bone stack. MO, or MQ. They have 2 bone stacks. You can see, though, that the hit that they took itself didn't kill them, but this knockback sure did. It pushed them off the stage. Pretty sure. It's yeah. Anyone not standing on lines in front of time will immediately be slain or knocked off the platform. Yeah, that looked like what happened, because their health was okay enough to survive, but then they both were pushed that way. So that's dangerous. Okay, as soon as the outside hits go, the inside is not safe anymore, and so you need to move out. Oh, and then we got this new move, landslide. And this does a T shape. Oh, well, it's a bit more than a T. It covers like two of the squares over here. But yeah, gotta get to the safe spot real quick. Okay. The boss slams down, and then, oh wait, this is also 2. Okay. It is like a really big T shape, kind of. Oh, capital T. And the spots that were safe are now not safe, and so you want to get out of that right after. Okay, and then this one, as you're running out, leftward landslide. So boss relative, wherever the boss's left side is, that's gonna get cleaved. Okay, and then we got a thing on this side, so you get out of that, and then see this, like it radiates out. And so you gotta watch out for like all of those sides. So I'm gonna stand over here, and then all of a sudden there's just AoE, right? But don't go over here yet until it explodes. Okay, and then I go back. And then and then this is resolving. And then a landslide happens again. And so this T shape goes off. And then prepare to move, because the safe spots are gonna be detrimental again. Leftward landslide again. So left side of the boss. It's going off. There's a lot of excitement at the end, okay? This side goes off, and then it starts radiating on this side. So you want to move over. Let's not get hit by that. Okay, boss transforms. The wheels are back on its back. And so now we're back to regular business. This was very good. This was a very good run. Stone Crusher is a tank buster. This is not how the runs usually go, and so I have all this extra footage. We're gonna watch all the extra footage, okay? We'll see it in real time. Let's watch it in real time. Yeah, here we go. I'll do the callouts. And then we can kind of see like the average of what most of these fights happen to be like. Because like I said, like the raids themselves don't come up that much in Duty Fighter. Voice of the Land is a raid raid. And so a lot of people don't remember the mechanics or aren't used to like running quickly out of things. Okay, so AoE goes out, is going to radiate out, wait for the first one to explode, go into it. Okay, and then all the rest explode. Weight of the Land, get out of the square AoEs. Stone Crusher is a tank buster. Yeah, mechanically, I think I thought it would be more difficult to explain just because the fights get so chaotic, but mechanically I think it was simple enough to explain. It's just executing it's a little bit difficult. Okay, proximity markers, so we want to go between them, away. In the middle between. Yeah, okay. Find the rock that's not glowing and hide behind the rock. Wait for seismic wave to resolve before moving. Okay, good. Okay, Geocrush. Ready your knockback. Either go diagonal or use your knockback prevention. Okay, we lost the main tank because they fell off the stage, and so I realized I didn't realize the main tank had fallen off the stage. But at this point, the person who had aggro, the healer, didn't necessarily take that much damage yet, and so let's take a look. Yeah, the main tank is here, and they fell off the stage. Where are we? Oh yeah. They used arm's length, but it was not fast enough, and so they fell off. I didn't realize that they fell off. I'm, the off tank. So I didn't take aggro. So right now the healer is the main threat. But it's fine. We're in the hand mechanic now, okay? So this one, we just gotta focus the mechanic. So you stand in the middle and then move out. At this point I realized, and then I put my tank stance on. Because I was like, oh shoot, a bunch of people died because of that. Oh shoot, the tank died. Okay. So then I took it out. Okay. Stone Crusher. That would have been really bad if this healer was still tanking, because then we lost the other healer. Anyway. Stone Crusher is a tank cluster. Bomb boulders. These are the ones that are gonna explode. Okay. Boss tether someone, that one's gonna grow, so we want to stay away from that. Stand on the line between some bombs. Okay, there's somebody in the corner, so yeah, you can like stand in the corner for it, but like, see, some of the people get hit with it because they didn't make it to the corner fast enough, so that's kind of the dangerous part of trying to get over there. But the healer was fine. Voice of the Lands and Replay. Alright, position yourself for a knockback or use knockback prevention. Alright, transformation. This is the car. So stand on the outside along the line, not in the middle. Okay, watch out. Wait for it to explode and then run in. Okay, good. It sounds as if I'm coaching myself, even though this is pre-recorded. Earthen Fury. Big raid wide. Filthy. I guess it's like, yeah, if you're like playing in the mud and you get dirty. I guess people would say that's filthy. Stone Crusher is a tank buster. Bomb boulders. Figure out where the first set is. Okay, it's in the middle. Second set is where I am. Third set is on the other side. Okay, we got a tethered one, so that's gonna be a bigger one, so you want to stay away from it for when it explodes. I'm waiting here for this one to explode, and then I walk into that area. Okay, wait at the land. Avoid the squares that have the AoE. Voice of the Land, raid wide. Crumbling down. This is the proximity marker one, so go between the two. Evil Earth, it's the radiating one. So stand in one and wait for the other to blow up and then walk into it. And then stay away from the glowing rock. Go hide behind the other rock. Stone Crushers, Tank Buster. Yeah, the reason why I got a third thing of footage is because I wanted to be able to run it as DPS. Okay, knockback prevention or go diagonal. Or, I mean, some people were able to still make it there, it was fine. Okay, it's the car, so we'll go on the side. I wanted to go as DPS so you could see more of the stage, but the queue was taking forever, so I did this one. Okay, actually, this is new. Fault zone, right? So you want to stay on the side, you get knocked back, wait for the thing to blow up, and then you walk into it, right? However, he stays on the car, and he does the fault zone again, so you have to position yourself again next to the car. Get pushed back, wait for the thing to explode, and then go back in front of him. Oh, but he's doing fault zone again, so stand on the side. The thing is, you want to stand on this side because there's 2 squares that way. If you stand on the other side, you're going to get knocked off the stage. Okay, so be mindful of that. Okay, this fault zone, you get knocked back. Okay, I ended up getting hit with this because I was too slow. It was as if I was in the middle, right? So I didn't get knocked back. I got hit with it, I got 1 stack, which is, okay, that's fine. But this thing's gonna blow up, so I was trying to get out of it. I got hit with it. I'm sure. But this is new. Here we've got a donut AoE, and so while you're dealing with all this, you need to run in here so you don't die. Fortunately, at this point, even though I was about to die, the other tank provoked. Yeah, they provoked, so I wouldn't take more damage and die. So that was very nice. We also, our healers weren't doing too well here. Okay. So this is the benefit of having 2 tanks in these fights. This is what it's for. So I was able to clemency myself back to full health, and I took my tank stance off so that they could just take care of things. I also had 2 golden stacks of this physical vulnerability thingy, and so they took the Stone Crusher, and so they could take more hits now. Yeah, it's spicy at the end. Bomb boulders. Okay, this configuration is a T-shape, so you want to wait on the sides. Yeah, when I ran this one, I was like, oh great, like, we get to see more mechanics. So we wait on the sides, wait for the T-shape, X-shape, plus sign shape one to go off, and then move into that spot. And then don't get too confused, it's the same one, we've seen this. Evil Earth, the first one goes out, and then it radiates out, okay? And so, deal with the bomb first, walk into the new space, and then, since we're out here, wait for the second one to go off, and then walk into it. Voice of the Lands Raid Wire. Evil Earth again, it's gonna radiate out. I'm gonna stand near it, just wait for the first one, and then I walk into it. Handle it however you understand. If you need more time to think about it, then like run out further. But if you notice it real quick, then you can stand in the closer ones. Weight of the Land, stand on a clear square. Stone Crushers, Tank Buster. Yeah, cool. I would say that's more of the average of what you would expect from a run. The first one, here, I'm just gonna roll this out, okay? And we'll just chit chat for a bit because I have the footage and I like watching this fight. The first one I showed when I was explaining the mechanics and stuff, that was a very good run. We had minimal deaths. The second one we just saw was more the average of what you would expect. People dying but then getting raised up and stuff, and it's all fine. Okay, that was the raid wave. Yeah, I'm not gonna call it out, I'm just gonna give commentary now. This fight, however, it was actually very fun for me. Like, I have a hard time like enjoying fights sometimes, just because like I've run it so many times. But when very specific weird things happen, that's when it gets more interesting to me. And so I like this fight because a lot of very fast, quick things happen, and it can go poorly very quickly, and it requires you to think on your feet, which is what I enjoy doing. And so, yeah. Also, this one I'm a machinist, so you can see a bit more of the stage in this one. Yeah, for that fight, for that one, where you're hiding behind the rock and not like the shiny one, that one is just because the shiny one explodes, and so you don't have anything to hide behind. It doesn't actually like hit you with damage. Oh wait, he's exploding. You see he's got arms, thick arms, so you want to be in the middle, because he's gonna use his thick arms to the sides. Okay, and then you move out. Yeah, see, we already got deaths. Transforms back. Tank Buster. The guide's done, you guys. You can leave now. Unless you want to skip ahead to the cutscene. Yeah, owner's chilling. I'll have a... It's not a juice box, it's soy milk, but yeah. Okay, I'm in my safe spot. This is the one I know. I don't like chancing going to the corner. Oh, we got healer down. Raid life. Did you know that these little summoner things, you can... This is like the small version, but they're actually pretty big. Like, you can change it so the pets are smaller size. BT dubs if you didn't know that. Alright, knockback thing. Oh, it's transforming. It's the car. And I'm standing at the edge. Well, these people are gonna die. This person's jumping to try to get them. Oh man, look at all these people who died. So yeah, this is where it gets crazy, because I think a lot of people don't know what to look for in this mechanic. That's why I drew that whole thing. This is the car, okay? When it's the big arms, that's the side ones, and so you want to stand in the middle. When it's the car, you don't want to be in front of a car. You want to be on the side. And you get the wind knocked out of you backwards, but not like off the stage. Actually, a lot of you off the stage though. Okay, wait, let's see. GH. Okay. Who's the other one? MV is the other tank. Okay, so these two. And then TS. AB. Okay, so they stood a little too far, and they're standing in the middle. And so when this goes out, oh, and also TS. yeah, TS. Okay. So this is a good example of like the bad spots. Okay, like even though this is telegraphed, you can stand here, and then you'll get pushed back. But yeah. They get knocked back. MP gets back because they're raised. Okay, nice. Oh, okay. So TS was able to raise MP before they died, which was nice. But then TS ran away. And then they fell to their death. MV was able to survive because I think they moved to the side. But GH, the Reaper, like, I think they got clipped. See? They started moving. MV though stayed there. They got hit with the thing. Oh yeah, okay, so I guess this isn't right. In the other fight I did end up not getting pushed back. Yeah, I got hit with one of them. Hang on. I think it was this one. Was it this one? No. This was a good one. It was this one. The one where there was the donut AoE at the end. Here? No. Here? Here? No, it's back more. Yeah, here. This one. When I got hit with the middle one, it didn't kill me. Also, yeah, it didn't knock me that way. Okay, so I think it's the arms that will knock you back when it's the arm version. And then when you're on the side of the car, that will knock you back. But if you're just in front of it, it's just straight up damage. Yeah, because these people ended up getting hit with it directly. See, everyone's health is up. And then they just died. What is that? 5, 9, 2, 1 something? 5, 9, 2, 1 something? Wait. 3. Okay, that's not a very good source. I can't read that far into the thing here. It's too blurry. That far? I'm like getting closer to my computer. Yeah, I can't read that. Okay, but basically, if you're in there, you just die to damage. Okay, like they didn't get knocked back. You get knocked back on the side from this one. And so, where's my other one? And so, with this, because MV is a tank, they got way more health, and so the Reaper died. The Reaper died. They got clipped by it. But the tank was able to survive just due to health. Okay? Yeah, so we're in a bit of a precarious position. We got one healer and the rest of the party dead. So the healer is really gonna have to keep us up, you know what I'm saying? So if you run this as healers, I would say expect to really push your kit, expand your healing capabilities. This is a good place to practice healing. Stone Crusher is a tank buster. Okay, yeah, so the healer got the other healer up, which is good. Oh, the other tank died. How did the tank die? Was it just a raid wipe? Oh. Were they standing next to the other one during the tank buster? MV? MV is right here. Oh yeah, they were in closer. Do they? Okay, so MV took an unnecessary hit of the tank buster and then also got a bone stack. And they died. So that's why when I'm off tank, I stand a little bit more off to the side. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to actually get hit with the tank busters unless I need to. Okay, bomb boulders. Splitting up. Watch out for the big one. Isn't it thrilling when people are just on the ground and you're like, do we keep going? And I was just like, listen, I'm not gonna jump off and reset until like the healers or the tanks do, okay? Like as I'm playing as DPS, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. This is a raid wipe. And so usually if one person, like critical like person jumps off, then it's kinda like, oh man, okay, we have to go. But it's exciting when people, oh yeah, see like this thing, this was the proximity marker and I moved over here and then I'm gonna move over here, take 2 pieces there, and then I'm gonna go behind the rock. It's exciting when other people are like, I'm not giving up, and then you're like, yeah, well I'm not gonna give up either, and then we all just like keep trying, you know? It's cool. And I think this particular fight will show you kind of the the spectrum of different types of players. Like, some people really enjoy figuring out how to do this stuff, like make it back from almost the entire party being dead. Oh yeah, we got more people tossed off the side. Oh. Okay, this is the one where it's repeating, okay, so you gotta stand on the side again. Okay, and then it's going again, so you gotta stand on the side. Remember that you stand on the side with like the extra pillars, or extra squares, so you don't fall off. Okay, get into the donut. Okay, so yeah, we lost a lot of people there. Yeah. So we have no healers, but they haven't given up, and no one said anything in the chat, and so I'm like, I'm gonna keep going, and these two kept going too. Stonecrusher, okay, at this point, Stonecrusher I know is a tank buster, right? But we have no healers, which is why, to help out, I use my tactician to make, to decrease the amount of damage the tank buster could do. It wouldn't benefit me or the other DPS directly, but if it helps keep the tank alive, then, you know, it's worth it to use. And so, yeah, we only have so many resources with 3 people, you know what I'm saying? And so here, I go to the second set, wait for the first to blow up, and then go in. Yeah, I think the Reaper is getting a little disoriented, but it's okay. The Paladin is using Clemency to help keep the Reaper up. Okay, we took a raid wipe. Evil Earth, okay, so it's the spreading out thing. We're gonna wait for it to radiate and walk into it. Yeah. Clear spot. The Paladin definitely knew their kit, okay? Because you can use Clemency to really keep your party up if you're in a situation like this. But you also have to manage your mana. And also, they clearly knew the fight too. Also, they're so close to dying. But they healed themselves. It's all good. We just have to ride out some of these mechanics, literally. Okay. Alright, this is the arm one, so you get off the side and then move out. T-shape. Get into the armpits and then move out. Yeah, so at this point, fortunately, it's just a bunch of mechanics we're dodging, and so there aren't as many like heavy hits unless you get hit. And so that's why the tank was able to like heal themselves back up. They used their MP for Clemency to get their health up, and then they'd have to wait for the MP to come back. And we're dodging a bunch of stuff right now, and so their NP has enough time to come back. And so you just maintain the movements, and then gradually they're able to get their health back up. So yeah, at this point, you know, other people are dead and they're just watching, and like, you know, I feel like in other runs people might just be just sad, like whatever. But because of this particular fight being kind of difficult for a lot of people, the fact that we were all still alive, I think was just like, whoa. And no one was complaining about it. And so we just kept going. These other two weren't giving up, and so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna give up. And like, it's nice to have moments like this. It doesn't happen often, honestly, when I play these days, but every now and then you encounter people who are just very like stubborn and like-minded and want to push the boundaries to see what they can do. And it's like camaraderie. It's nice to see. Is it raid raid? Okay, the tank used their tank limit break to help keep us protected for this. It was just a lot of like avoiding mechanics and stuff, but they used it I think just to keep us, there was a lot happening. Okay, tank buster. Not that thing. Alright, stay on the sides. Oh, the Reaper's on the wrong side. Hey, opposite side on the line. Yeah. they're clemencying us. It's just me and the tank now. Okay, get inside the hitbox. We're so close. I have this thing where like I try to suck as much out of the blocks as I can. I know there's more. Okay, stand in the safe spot and then move into the clear spots once it explodes. Okay, Evil Earth is gonna radiate out, so wait for it to explode and then go into it. The paladin ran into it too soon. Or no, they were trying to make it to the safe spot. This one, so remember this one blows up, and then this one, and then this one, right? And so the first one blew up, and I was waiting here for this one to blow up, but the paladin ran through, and I tried to make it to the safe spot. And I was like, oh no, we're at 4%. I don't know if I can stay alive. I was trying my best. They left a comment. They're just like, I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, and I just, like, I popped a potion. I wasn't able to stay alive. Or, sorry, spoilers. I'm clearly dying here. But yeah, we got real close there. It's 3%. Oh. Yeah. Did I do a whole percent by myself? I was able to stay alive for a whole percent, almost. Yeah, it was really fun. I'm glad I had that experience because I was like, man, I want something to really send me off from finishing all these guides, you know? And this is very entertaining. Anyway, okay, this is a long guide. Would it be beneficial to just show the rest? I don't know. People are leave. Long guides, right? I wish I had more snacks. Right. Okay. Well, since we're here, I'll just let it play out. Cause this can happen too. Like usually, if you get something like all the deaths, typically people would just say, let's just reset. They don't generally go as far as we did in that one. But at this point, the people have seen the mechanics again, and so like running it again will refresh on, you know, okay, I do this and this, and then definitely watching like other people who are still alive, like doing the fight, will kind of be more educational. It's like, oh, okay, that's how you handle that mechanic. Oh, okay. And so after a wipe, you run it again, and then it's like, you know, more clean. So you can see here we'll have less deaths, and it's just, you know, personal growth. If you do the Savage version of this fight, you can get a 4-seater mount, and yeah, it's not too bad to do it unsynced. At this point, you can have like level 90 players go in unsynced and skip a lot of the mechanics. So if you want a 4-seater mount, you can try to go do that. Do the Savage one unsynced. Not a lot of people will put up party finders for the Savage, like old Savage runs. You'd have to find dedicated like Discords where people run older content. Like this is from Shadowbringers, and so it's considered old content. But in Party Finder, every now and then I do see people doing unsynced farm runs for like the mounts and stuff, and so you'll see this Savage fight, and then some of the other Savage fights for other mounts and things like that. But yeah, this mechanic where it transforms into a car, or the two big arms, that one is also in the Savage run, but there's like another mechanic on top of it. And so if you're kind of struggling with that, then I think practicing with the normal fight might be good. Or you can re-watch me draw the dude in the car, so you can keep that ingrained. Filthy! Yeah, so this time we're doing a bit better. We got some people dying from certain mechanics and stuff, but like it's not as detrimental as it was last time. What's difficult is usually when like the healers are down. So the healer here, one of the healers was just like, yeah, I don't understand this mechanic and things like that. And so like we became aware of that, or like the other healer probably was keeping people up and things like that. I don't know. It's just nice when people communicate. And so we know what to expect. Like if somebody knows that someone else can't do a certain mechanic, and then that mechanic's coming up, they'll save their swift cast, for example. So then if they do end up dying, you can use your swift cast raise for that person. So little things like that do help. Like it can make or break a raid. Just because of, just having a swift cast. So then like right afterwards, if there's like a bunch of raid wides and stuff like that, then you have another healer up for like heals and things. Also, yeah, man, this Stone Crusher, okay, don't stand near the tank when the tank buster is going out, because you'll get hit. Okay, you'll get hit. Like they both got hit, and they both got the physical vulnerability thing. So if you're off tank, like unless you really know the fight, like stay a little bit further back so you don't take unnecessary damage. It's like it might not have killed you, but then it can take away resources from like the other healers. Oh, you see that? Like, I almost fell off. Okay, where was I standing? I wasn't at a diagonal. I was also standing a little bit further back. Usually I'd stand a little bit closer up. Okay. Was I even? Yeah, I think I was standing here. Okay. So yeah, I could have stood up here a little bit more. I think I was like the camera angle made it a little difficult for me. I'm a ghost. I'm floating. Okay, use the arm, so you want to stand front and then move out. Get to the armpits of the T shape and then move out of that. Okay, left forward landslide, yeah, get out of that. And then watch out for the radiating AoEs outside. Okay, armpits again. Get out of that. Leftward lands that again. Okay, wait for it to go out and then move over for the radiating thing. Oh, you can do what this person did. You can wait. In the, like, if you happen to be there, see, they waited. They went over here to wait, and then this one exploded, and then they go into the spot. They went over there. So you can do that too. Tank Buster. Dude, is the dude gonna get hit again? Are they gonna get hit again? They did! Okay. Please. Stand to the side. Bomb boulders. Yeah. Wait at the other wood. Wait for it to explode. And then run to it. Oh, look at those. They're like running all over the place. Okay, I'm going into the safe, the first one. Okay. Okay. So yeah, a lot of it stacks up at the end, but I think once you understand the fundamentals of the mechanics, then you can, like, you know, react to them better when they're all stacking up. And that, I mean, that's for like all fights, right? But this one in particular, things happen so quickly that it takes a while to be like, what? Like, what happened? And then the next time you see it, all of a sudden there's like another version, another mechanic on top of it. So it can be kind of hard to learn. I definitely died a bunch of times when I first ran this, so it's normal. Okay, cool. This was a extra long one with just other stuff, and if you made it this far, good for you. Bye.